Welcome to a TF Review 16 video review of the Marvel Legends 12-inch Deadpool figure. I was able to pick this guy up today. I found him at my local Toys R Us in San Diego. Today is May 2nd. I was there hunting for Transformers The Last Night figures. I did find a couple of them, but I was very excited to see him on the shelf and I grabbed him immediately. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. It's got the nice holographic style packaging here. You can see there he is with his accessories, Marvel Legends series, Deadpool. There he is, product shot on the side there with him with his rip mask. Very cool. Really, again, with the holographic foil style packaging. That's very nice. There he is on the back giving you the thumbs up. And you get some more features of the product here and some warnings down here. Hasbro Marvel Legends. Very cool packaging here. And there he is with the mask. Here you can see some of his accessories. But let's get this guy out of the package and take a look at this 12-inch Deadpool figure. And now that we got him out of the package, let's take a look at his accessories. So first off, he comes with the thumbs up pair of hands, and he comes with two other sets of interchangeable hands, so 6 hands total. He's got the fist hand on this side. So for his other pairs of hands, he has these gripping hands right here. These are for the katanas and or whatever else he can hold on to. He also has a wider hand right here for the chimichanga. That's right, he comes with a chimichanga. So there is the chimichanga as well. You can see some nice foil detail around it and some nice paint detail and sculpting on the inside there. It looks pretty delicious. Now I'm hungry for a chimichanga. And then he's got another fist hand. So 6 sets of hands total, including the 2 that are on him right now. And he comes with 2 katanas. So these are his blades. You can see really nice sculpting and painting on these. You can see the detail in the handle right there. Very nice. And his katanas will store in his sheaths on the back. Let's see, were they going that way or were they going that way? Yep, they only go in one way. So you can see there's little notches right there. So it goes along the blade here. So they only go in a certain way and they only go in to a certain level as well. There's a little notch. Sorry, you can see right there. There's a little tiny notch in the blade as well. So that will stop it right there. So it goes in only that far, which is really cool because then it's displayed perfectly there. Some Deadpool butt for you. I'm not a big fan of this wrinkle sculpting in the butt. That looks kind of funny. But hey, it is Deadpool, so that's all right. So there he is with his katanas. Very, very cool with those katanas. I do like how they store in the back and stay very nice. The belt kind of you can slide the belt around some. Still giving you the thumbs up there. So we went over the hands, we went over the chimichanga. He does also come with these 2 blades. So you can see the detail on these. And they're both 2 completely different sculpts on these blades. So let's see, he's got a sheath up here for one of them. That would be, I'm assuming this one. And I wonder if yeah. So there's no notch on this one, but I'm assuming that this is for this one here, so he can grab that. Actually, we'll go this way. I do like that sheath right there. Now, unfortunately, these guns are completely, they're sculpted in. They're separate pieces placed in the holsters and then completely molded over. So I tried to actually pull this out, and you can see there's a little, you can see where it connects. So it was all pieced together, but yet they're stuck there. You can't remove the guns, which is probably a gripe. It's definitely a gripe I have with the figure. I know he comes with a lot of accessories, but these guns should have been completely removable from the holsters. So he does also have a separate sheath on his back for the other blade. So he's got his other stowaway secret hidden blade there. It will match up to that. So there we go. Let's place that in there. There's the right way. So now he's got his nice detailed blade there hidden away in the small of his back. And this one right in the upper sheath there for him to grab easily with either hand. So there we have those accessories. So we went over his katanas, swords, the knives, the interchangeable hands, and now let's take, oh yeah, we covered the chimichanga, and now let's look at his guns. So here he comes with two major cannons here. These are a hard plastic. They're hollow in the middle, so they're very, very light. And they're molded in this red plastic with some paint details. You can see there's some black paint on there underneath on the handle, and some nice Deadpool logo art on the side. You can see the sculpted detail here for the barrel, sculpted detail on the side. They look pretty scratched up and everything. So very nice detail on that. It's got a little laser like scope right there. Very cool, futuristic looking. These things look like they could do some damage. The smaller one too, it's the hard plastic, hollow in the middle, so it's extremely light. The sculpting is pretty good. There's minimal paint on it, just the black paint on this one in a couple places, but the sculpting is really nice. You can see it's got the barrel as well. There we go. So these are the katana gripping hands and the gun gripping hands. Let's see if they work for both. There we go. And you can get the finger on the trigger like so. So there we go. And the hands are removable. And you got to be careful when you take his hands off that the little wrist piece for his glove doesn't pop off, or if it does fall off, you don't lose it. So there you go. And then the other hands will tab right in, right there, so he can hold his guns. And again, the plastic here, just the colors doesn't match on the plastic. This is a hard, hollow plastic, whereas he is very solid plastic. So I mean, he's the classic, typical, like gummy Marvel Legends plastic, which I do absolutely love. I kind of wish his guns were fully molded like that as well. So I'm going to take off the other hand here, making sure I hold on to that and plug the gun holding hands in. And now we have Deadpool dual wielding those guns he has. Very, very cool. Very, very posable. And I'll show some more shots of some poses with him, but I'm just basically going over all the details with him. But yeah, very, very posable. and he looks really cool dual wielding those guns. Alright, so for other accessories, he comes with 3 head sculpts, including the one that you see on him right now. So he comes with the Rip masked head sculpt as well. So there's some really, really nice paint details on there. His scarred up face. It's got the signature Deadpool hoodie. Little dimple there. Very cool. Very nice. But look at the paint details on this is just really phenomenal. You can see the detail in the teeth, his eye with the little gleam in his eye there. Very, very nice. And of course he comes with this head sculpt as well. So you have an articulated jaw here. The top thing spins on top, and it's got some really nice painted in detail there. Really nice painted detail, and it comes with its own little stand. So if you want to count that as an accessory, he's got 2 katanas, 2 knives, so 4, 2 guns, 6, 4 interchangeable hands, so that's 10, chimichanga, 11, 2 head sculpts, 12, 13, 14 if you count the stand accessories that comes with this figure. Very, very awesome figure, I do have to say so myself. And let's take a closer look at some of the details of this Deadpool figure. So you can see the paint is really nice. Here's the main head sculpt he comes with. And he's got the swords, he's got his knives in there, the gun detail. Down to his feet here. Let's get a shot of these and go over the articulation as well. So he's got his rubber grip like sandal things over his costume. Very cool. And again, there's the Deadpool butt in the back, and all the, let's see, he's got all these pouches on his belt. So he's got the knife in the small of his back. He's got 2 pouches here, the gun holster, Deadpool logo, really nicely sculpted and painted Deadpool logo on his belt. He's got 1, 2, another 3 pouches on this side of the belt. He's got the leg holster, which can be removed. Again, the gun cannot come out of there, which is a shame. These things are a separate piece, as well as on his wrists and his ankles. And I'll go over articulation here in a second. But basically, those are some of the details. The paint is really clean on him. You can see on the details on the belt buckles here. Very nice. The brown and the nice sculpting on the suit. Nice clean lines on this figure. He does have butterfly joints. I might as well just get into articulation now. So his head does not really have, it has a little tiny bit of tilt. Let's see, it's on the hinge there. It can look up only about that far. It can look down all the way into his chest. Very good. And again, side to side, rotate all the way around, side to side, and just barely a little bit of tilt. But really, I really do love this head sculpt. I love the fully masked one. He's got the butterfly joints there. He's got a hinge. Let's see, right. Well, it's not really a hinge. Yeah, it is. Well, this is interesting. Yeah, so it rotates on there as well. So it can go about that far up. Only about that far up, but if you put it up this way, you can get it as far as you want. So it's got full 360 on that shoulder, butterfly joint, ball hinge, a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. It's got the wrist swivel right there, and wrist hinge as well. So you're getting standard 6-inch scale Marvel Legends articulation on this 12-inch scale figure. He does have a diaphragm joint here, which offers really good ab crunch there, but the thing that hinders it is the belts. Now I really don't want to stretch these or cause any stress marks on the belt, but it's really offers quite a bit of articulation for the diaphragm and the abdomen there. So he can really crunch in really good, and he can look back really far. So that diaphragm joint is really cool, and it swivels side to side, and there's no bottom waist swivel, but the diaphragm joint swivels. And again, the belt here hinder that. So you can see it swivels, but I don't want to stretch this belt any that way. And the belt is movable, and so you can kind of adjust it how you want it on there. It moves kind of with the figure. He's got the ball joint hips right there, which go out about that far, and he's got the thigh cut swivel, and the foot goes up about that high, so really good kick motion there. Again, he's got peg holes on the bottom of his feet, no other things on his butt. Nice boots there, but yeah, there's your peg holes there. And his leg only goes back about that far, so it's hindered somewhat by the sculpt here of his Deadpool butt, but it kicks forward very far. So overall, the articulation on this is very phenomenal. I do really like the articulation. Your standard Marvel Legends articulation on this 12-inch figure. So let's get into a size comparison. So here he is next to his 6-inch scale counterpart. This is from the X-Men Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave that was just recently released. So here we have the 6-inch scale Deadpool against the 12-inch scale Marvel Legends Deadpool. And here he is next to Transformers Masterpiece MP36, the new G1 Masterpiece Megatron. So you can see how he scales there. Here he is next to the Disney Elite Darth Vader, the 11-inch scale line of Elite figures from Disney. This Vader stands at 12 inches tall, so you can see that they are just about the same height. So there you have your size comparison for this Deadpool figure. So to wrap up this review, I would say that this is an awesome figure, and I would definitely give it a high recommend. This is my first Marvel Legends 12-inch scale figure, and I'm very happy that I was able to find him at retail and pick this guy up. I would say definitely this is one that you want to get and add to your collection. I'm not sure what the fate of the Marvel Legends 12-inch scale figures will be. This is at about a $45 price range. It's about $52 actually, probably after tax. At Toys R Us is where I picked him up. You can find him at other retailers. Obviously, check availability for this guy. You want to check out Big Bad Toy Store as well. I know they have him on pre-order, but I'm very happy I found this guy out in the wild. So it was a good day for toy hunting for me, and I really like this Deadpool figure. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in to this video review of Deadpool, the 12-inch Marvel Legends figure. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at TFReview16. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed for more reviews. And until next time, keep collecting.
Oh, that's not good. No. Oh, you're not going to walk that one off. Oh, that's so gross.